everyone, it's Kevin Magpie 24/7 and I hope it's all good. So, Borussia Dortmund 2, Newcastle United 0 in match day 4 of the Champions League group of death, and quite a blow, but it shows, if anything, how close the group is, because Dortmund were bottom of the group when they came to St James's Park, and now, as it stands, they are top of the group. So yeah, just shows how quickly things can turn. But in terms of the performance, I feel like we just showed them a bit too much respect. Like, don't get us wrong, I think Dortmund, the atmosphere was amazing. The the obviously everything that comes with Dortmund, they're a good team. They're very compact and hard to break down. But I just feel like we showed them too much respect in the early parts of the game. First half, there could have been 2 or 3 up. Obviously straight saves for Pope, but more clinical finishing would have seen what go down in that game. But yeah, it was the team sheet was a bit mad, but obviously we're very limited to because of injuries at the moment. Tino had to play on the right, I think, or the left, on the wing. And then Lewis Hall at left back, who got a yellow card after 6 or 7 minutes. And with someone as quick as Adiemi running at him, it was a nightmare for the young lad. And obviously, he got brought off at half time, and so did Wilson. But first goal, I think it was Felkirk or someone. I think it's Fellerg or something who scored the first goal. Puts it past Pope. Really good finish. To be fair, can't argue. It was poor bit of defending. I think Lascelles gets pulled out of position slightly, and it was a poor one to concede from Newcastle's point, because it took a little bit of a bounce around. There was a little flick on, but a poor goal to concede. But I think with the chances that Dortmund had prior, it felt like it was coming, but we were managing the game well up until that point. We'll get to half time. Hal makes a couple of changes. Almiron comes on, Gordon comes on, and I feel like the second half we started well. We were creating chances, but the turning point for me is Tino puts a ball into the box. Joe Linton has the header, and he puts it wide. I think you've got to at least hit the target. I'm not critiquing Joe Linton, um, just to see how far he's come to play at Signal Iduna Park against Dortmund in the Champions League is mental. But yeah, I feel like he needed to hit the target on that one. But they go up the field, and Brand, I think it is, in a 2-on-1 situation, Livramento tries to cover the runner and go towards Brand at 100 miles an hour, and he just got picked apart. And he puts it across Pope, and 2-0. It killed the game off with like 12 minutes to go. But yeah, it's a bitter pill to swallow. I just thought we showed them a little bit too much respect in the game, but because watching them, I just felt like, you know what, they're a good side, yes, but we've beaten better this season. That's just me. Is it down to the injuries? Am I just being a bit too negative? There is no. I just feel like we could have. I don't know, because we did try and give it a go with 10 minutes to go, and the counter attacked off the park. So it's just about finding that balance. But I just feel like we've beaten better teams this season. We've beaten Man City this season, who I think is a much better side. We've beaten Arsenal, much better sides. So it's like, it just seemed to be a weird one for over the course of the game. So yeah, it's 2-0. We'll move on. But I'm kind of looking at the group and the match between PSG and Milan. What's going to happen with that? If PSG win, top of the group is out of sight, but we're 3 points behind Dortmund anyway, or maybe two as it stands behind PSG. Off Milan win, we go bottom of the group, and then it's which way do you look at it? Because I think when the draw was made, I think a lot of people would have said, you know what, if we can finish third, that would be a canny group given the opposition we're up against. We're third as it stands, but Would I take that now? Absolutely. To drop down into the Europa League, I think it would give her a really good chance in it. But you know, it's a learning curve for the whole team and the management. I think just being in the Champions League against such high opposition. But we've got 2 games left. Got to go to PSG and we've got Milan at home. A lot of pundits are saying Newcastle might need to win both games, but it's a tough one, isn't it? Like, I think if Newcastle, it depends. If PSG can beat Milan tonight, then I think Newcastle need to beat Milan at home, and that would guarantee we're third place, in the group. But I think going to PSG and winning, and then beating Milan and winning, with the injuries that we've got. I don't want to write Eddie Howe's team off because he won at Old Trafford with 6 left backs last week. Like, it just feels a bit of a stretch too far. But I'm being negative. I'm being pessimistic. Like, it could happen. Stranger things have happened in football. I mean, look at La Liga. Girona's top of the league. Like, things happen in football, so you never know. But yeah, what an experience it looked like out there in Dortmund. I wish I was there, to soak it up and experience it all. Lucky bastards who did get to go, but safe travels back for all the Geordies that did go. And yeah, at the weekend we're playing Bournemouth. Obviously there'll be a review on the channel for that as well. But yeah, it's a bit I want to swallow, but I think if obviously the result goes the way we want it to, between PSG and Milan, then we can go from there and see what we need to do going into these last couple of games. Just with the injuries piling up, and game after game, especially with December coming in as well, the busiest time of the year in terms of domestic. But yeah, it's a bitter pill to swallow. But one thing I will say is that Tino Livramento looks the real deal, and especially with him being able to play left back, uh, doing so for the last 20 minutes. Like, if he performs to the level that he's performing, like, I love Dan Burn to death, but I don't think he'll get back into the team. If Livramento can perform week in, week out at left back, because obviously that's the position that Burn occupies, but obviously with his back injury, I think it'd be a difficult one, especially if that's something Livramento can do. But he looks the real deal to me. He looks really good, solid, strong. Yeah, he looks every bit of the 40 odd million we paid for him. So yeah, Tino is class. But I want to end on a positive because I didn't want to come across as negative through the video. I just thought we could have given it a bit more of a go. But get your comments in. Let us know how you felt about the game. But if not, we've got Bournemouth at the weekend, 5:30 kickoff. Review not long after the game's finished. And yeah, catch us on the next one, everyone. See you later. Bye.